I would say really it's being able to hang out with my friends at school and also meeting new people and hanging out with them.
My favorite part about academic competition is being able to compete with teammates who are some of my closest friends.
My favorite part about the academic competition is probably getting to work in teams, and also it reminds me a lot of Jeopardy, and I love watching that with my mom every night, so it's kind of fun to pretend that I'm doing the questions like the contestants.
My favorite part is mostly the team aspect of it. It's very fun to be together with my friends. It's just thrilling, and it's great to be part of a team.
The competitive nature of it and everyone's strive to learn more and do better has always been the best part of it.
My favorite part is just having a very fun environment to engage in something that I'm interested in and I have been interested in since middle school.
Well, I've been doing Academic since I was in 7th grade, so joining it in senior year wasn't a big change for me, and I've always just loved working with fellow classmates who enjoy challenging themselves and putting their brains to the test.
When I went to high school, I heard about the ACT, and I tried it out and absolutely fell in love with it. It was really fun.
I originally decided to compete in academic competition because my friend Maddie in my sophomore year had told me about the practices and things. She told me to show up. She thought I'd be good at it. I showed up. I remember I only got like 2 questions right, but those 2 questions felt so good, and I knew I had to come back for more practices, and I've been doing it ever since.
I originally decided to compete in academic competition this year because I love trivia and competing for my school.
I originally decided to compete in the academic competition because I love trivia.
My favorite memory of the year is our round 3 comeback in our first playoff match to go to the wild card match.
Learning how to take your strengths and weaknesses and fit them with other people's strengths and weaknesses, and fitting them together like a puzzle piece so that you have the best chance of success at all of your matches.
The Unionville and Conestoga match, beating them there, winning there, them there, yeah, it's awesome because our school's a rivalry and it always feels good to be the best.
Being able to hang out with all my friends, as I mentioned before, but also being able to go grab Chick-fil-A after every competition. We do not have that at Oxford, so that's a lot of fun.
My favorite memory from this year is competing at my home school because my friends and grandparents got to see what was going on at the competition.
I think my favorite memory this year was our competition right before Christmas break because my whole academic team wore sweaters and it was really fun, and they played Christmas music over the announcements during the competition, so we all had to pause and sing along. It was really fun.
In addition to sportsmanship, I have learned that if I do not know the answer to a certain question, I can rely on my teammates to answer it.
One thing I've learned from competing in academic competition is that even if you're, an individual and in something that is kind of more individual, like academic competition, you really need a team to be able to grow. I grew, and I think all my teammates grew by us working together at practices and competitions and just getting better in general.
One thing I learned from competing in academic competition is to trust my teammates.
I think I've learned how to trust myself with my answers a lot more because when I first started out Academic, I would never buzz in because I was afraid that I'd be wrong. But then as the years went on, especially this year, I've really been able to overcome that idea and just put myself out there.
A lot of leadership skills and a lot of teamwork and team management skills are things that I've taken away from my 4 years in the academic competition.
I've learned that everyone should have a chance. There's people who I never expected to do well, be really great, really helpful to their team and really leaders of the team. And I've also learned that nothing's ever certain. I never expected that we've even hold a candle to Great Valley, but we actually beat them this year during the regular season. It was really fun, and I mean, you can always be surprised.
I can always learn more, whether it's in the classroom or outside. I can always know more things, and that's knowing those things is great. My experiences, whether they've been the best or worst, have made me a better leader moving forward, and most importantly, I think, a better person. The ability to learn itself is something I've gained an appreciation for.
This experience has made me become a more confident person. It helped me in school with learning how to work with teams and being confident in myself and my teammates and not being stressed about getting something wrong. and feeling guilty about it.
I think the most growth I've experienced through this is the growth of knowledge. I mean, getting all these different questions about stuff I'd never heard of, and then, you know, that night afterwards, going through Wikipedia article after Wikipedia article, learning more and more about just the world around me.
It's also taught me a lot about how to be an effective leader, and that how to motivate a team when, you know, matches aren't really going the right way. Being able to do that as a leader was something really, really rewarding, and I see myself taking those skills into the future.
This experience has helped me to grow personally by being able to compete in front of a large crowd and think more quickly.
This experience has helped me grow personally because I have absorbed more knowledge than I ever have in my life.
I would say just try it. There's very little downside to trying it and not succeeding. And I would say even if you feel like you don't have a particular area that you excel in, everyone should try it and everyone should get a feel for it.
I think that it's important to realize that you're a team, and if you don't want to answer questions like your first year or even your first 5 years like I did, and you just kind of test out the waters and see, even getting that experience of academic, even if you're not answering questions, you're still hearing them and getting that knowledge. So then as you get older, you're going to get more confident in answering questions.
My advice for someone competing in academic competition is to be confident in your answers and watch NAQT videos.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Franklin Mint Federal Credit Union, I want to congratulate all of this year's competitors and coaches for another exciting season of the Chester County Academic Competition. While we were all disappointed that we could not hold the final matches, I want to applaud Jay Stone and the rest of the production team for improvising and holding this virtual award ceremony. Congratulations to Great Valley, Downingtown East, and Westchester Henderson on making it to the varsity finals. That would have been an exciting match to watch. Congratulations also go to Conestoga, Great Valley, and Westchester East for progressing to the junior varsity finals. We look forward to many exciting years coming from those teams. Finally, congratulations to all of this year's MVPs, the Competitor of the Year, and the Coach of the Year. Franklin Mint Federal Credit Union is proud of your hard work and efforts, and as always, we are proud to sponsor this competition.